In today's video, I'm going to show you how to use Tinkercad Sim Lab step by step so you can test your 3D designs in a physics simulation and see exactly how they behave before you ever print or build them. This is a really useful feature if you want to check stability, watch objects fall, see what collides, and understand how different materials affect movement and bounce. If you're designing anything with motion, support, or interaction, this can save you a lot of time and help you spot problems early. If this video helps, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more easy tutorials just like this. All right, let's get started. First, open your Tinkercad project and make sure you're in the correct workspace. Tinkercad Sim Lab is the physics workspace, so you won't just be looking at your design statically anymore. Instead, you'll be able to simulate real-world behavior like falling, bouncing, and colliding. This is great for testing whether your model is balanced or whether certain parts move the way you expect. To enter Sim Lab, look for the falling apple icon in the top right corner of the screen. That icon is what takes you into the physics simulation mode. Once you click it, Tinkercad will switch from the normal design view into Sim Lab, where your objects can interact with gravity and physics. Now, before you run the simulation, it's important to understand the difference between fixed objects and moving objects. Any object that is not pinned will generally be treated as a moving object, which means it can fall, shift, or collide with other parts. If you want something to stay in place, like a floor, a platform, a base, or any support structure, you need to set it as fixed. To do that, click on the object you want to keep stationary, and then look for the pin icon. When you select the pin icon, that object becomes fixed in the simulation. This is especially useful if you're building a machine, a stand, or a model with a base that should not move at all. Without pinning it, the object might drop or shift when the simulation starts, which could give you confusing results. After that, you can move on to the objects you want to test. Any shape that is not pinned will fall under gravity and collide with other objects in the scene. This makes it easy to see how your design behaves in a realistic environment. For example, if you have stacked shapes, connected parts, or a small structure, you can immediately check whether it stays upright or collapses. Next, let's talk about materials. One of the most interesting parts of Tinkercad Sim Lab is that you can assign different materials to your shapes. Select a shape, then open the Material menu. From here, you can choose options like steel, rubber, wood, and more. Each material changes how the object behaves in the simulation. Some materials may be heavier, some may bounce more, and some may feel more rigid or stable. This is really helpful when you want to compare different design ideas. For example, if you're simulating a part that should absorb impact, you might try rubber. If you want something to feel heavier or more solid, you could try steel. By changing the material, you're not just changing the appearance, you're changing how the object behaves in the physics environment. Once your fixed objects are pinned and your materials are set, you're ready to run the simulation. Look at the bottom of the screen and click the play button. As soon as you start it, Tinkercad Sim Lab will begin simulating gravity and movement. Your objects may fall, bounce, tilt, or collide depending on how they're placed and what materials they use. While the simulation is running, you can also click and drag objects to interact with them in real time. This is a really useful feature because it lets you test how your design responds when parts are moved or disturbed. You can see whether objects roll away, stack properly, or get stuck in certain positions. That kind of live testing can help you improve your model faster. If you want to repeat the simulation from the beginning, simply click the back arrow. This resets the scene and lets you start over without rebuilding everything manually. Resetting is useful when you want to test different materials, change which objects are pinned, or compare multiple versions of the same design. So to recap, here's the full process. Click the falling apple icon to enter Tinkercad Sim Lab. Pin any objects that need to stay fixed. Leave other objects unpinned if you want them to move. Choose materials like steel, rubber, or wood to change the physics behavior. Then hit play to run the simulation, and use the back arrow whenever you want to reset and try again. And that's how to use Tinkercad Sim Lab for physics testing in a simple and practical way. It's a great feature for checking how your designs move, fall, and interact before you finalize them. If this tutorial helped you, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss the next guide. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.